You can design way faster in Webflow if you use this feature. It's called Quick Find, and it's one of my favorite Webflow features because it saves me so much time. Now, Quick Find is basically a supercharged search bar, and you launch it with Control E or Control K if you're on a Windows, or Command E or Command K if you're on a Mac. Now, this allows you to add elements, components, or assets to your canvas without opening the specific panels. For example, if I want to add a container element to my canvas, I just type container. Webflow is going to find it here, and I can just press enter, and that's going to insert it directly in my page. With the container selected, I can bring up the dialog box again, and I can search for, let's say, button. And I can use the up and down arrow keys. There's a pro tip for you there, and select which type of button I want to use. So let's use a normal button, and that immediately drops it in my canvas. You'll notice that a Quick Find also has a couple of tabs that you can cycle through by using the tab or shift tab keyboard shortcuts. So if I search for image, it's going to show me all the results, or I can just go through the available elements that match my search criteria, or the different layouts that are basically pulled from the available libraries that I have. Another cool functionality of Quick Find is the ability to add assets. So if we look in the assets panel here in Webflow, you can see that I have a couple of SVG icons, which, I can just click and drag onto my canvas, but I can also access these with Quick Find. So I press Control E, and I type SVG. Now, by default, this will not show you anything, but if you go to the cog icons right here and you check Add Asset, now you'll see all the available results, right? And you can use the up and down arrow keys to select the one that you want, and that's going to insert it directly onto your canvas. Quick Find can also select elements on a page. So if you click the cog icon right here, you can enable select on page element. And once you do that, you can search for, let's say, container. And you'll have two options here. The first one is a brand new element. So if I enter, it's going to add a container element to my page. And the second item is actually selecting the container element from my page. So if I hit enter, it's going to select. If I want to select, let's say, the button, I just select the element here with the little cursor, and that's going to select my button. And this works, of course, if I'm going to, for example, add a class to this container, let's say main container. Okay, and I press Command or Control E, main container. That's going to find it immediately, and it's going to allow me to select it. Super cool. You can also create new pages. So you type create, and it allows you to create new pages, new flows. So create new page, and it brings you directly to the UI for creating a new page. So you don't have to do that manually by clicking through the submenus. You can also navigate to specific pages. So for example, I can go to the 404 page. I can go back to the home page. You can also convert elements to something else. So let's select this container. Let's say I want to add a text block, okay? And I want to turn this into a text link, right? With it selected, type convert, and I can select link. And that's gonna turn it into a text link. Of course, there are other options there. Which options are available? It really depends on the type of element that you have selected. In my case, I selected a text block, so it gives me all these options to convert to headings, paragraphs, text block, or block quote. This is a really cool Webflow feature, and I highly recommend you start using it. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more Webflow content just like this. I'm Adi, and I'll see you next time.